Hi, I'm Movie Man. I'm an octopus who reviews movies, and today's review is going to be on. Pearl has been out for 6 months. It's like half a year at this point. Um, Pearl has been out for half a year now. Um, but over here in Ireland, we finally got it there 2 days ago. Um, Now I didn't go see it on Friday because I went to go see Shazam: Fury of the Gods. But I went to go see it yesterday, however, and well, now that I've seen it, what did I think of it? I thought it was a great film. Um, Now this might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I actually liked X a bit more. Um, that's just my opinion though. However, with that being said though, I still thought that Pearl was a great movie. Um, I think that's one of this film's strongest points is the cinematography, because I've got to say the cinematography in this movie is great. This movie is like sort of setting the style of like a film from the golden age of Hollywood, and that is very present in the cinematography, because this film is really shot like a film from back in those days. And this film is set in 1918, so it's set over 100 years ago. And I do think that this movie really does it really gets the feel of the time. Something I loved about X was it really I think it really captures the feel of the late 70s very well. I think that Pearl does the same thing. It really gets the style of 1918. I think it gets the style very well. The pace in this movie isn't too bad. This isn't really a very long movie. It's actually only about an hour and 40 minutes long, which is roughly around the same length as X. But Pearl is not a very long movie, but I think in its fairly short runtime, it really does keep you engaged. The sounds of music in this movie is also very good. While X's soundtrack mainly consisted of songs from the late 70s, Pearl on the other hand has his soundtrack is it's really it's the kind of music you hear in an old movie, but that was made during the golden age of Hollywood. And I do think that X had a much better soundtrack. I still did really like the soundtrack in Pearl though. The editing is also very good. X did have some very good editing in it, and it was really precise on the way it was edited. And I do think that Pearl is also edited very well. As for the characters,
The biggest star the world has ever known, so that I'll make it far, far away from this place.
Caring for your family during these times.
the main character herself, Pearl, she is just really the highlight of this movie. Like, I mean, she was raised an old lady in X, and I think in Pearl, she's once again she's a great character, and like this film really does go more into her like her story and like kind of how she's a very like sympathetic villain, and like also not to mention Mia Goth is brilliant. Like, I know everyone else said it, but oh my gosh, Mia Goth is just absolutely brilliant in the performance. And her next movie, Infinity Pool, which came out 2 months ago in America, is coming out next weekend, along with John Wick Chapter 4. And after seeing how Mia Goth has been in both X and Pearl, I will be very excited to see her in Infinity Pool alongside the Movie Man Award nominated actor Alexander Skarsgård. But there's a few other characters in the movie, like the guy who she meets at the cinema, and yeah, I think that he's a solid character. Like, we do kind of see how we just kind of start to take advantage of Pearl, and like, yeah, I thought they did him. I thought he was a solid character. And
I will not let you leave this farm again.
there's also Pearl's parents, and like, her mother can like she can only you also see her mother, and she's German, and she does some like really horrible things throughout the movie, and you do understand why she does it, but like it doesn't excuse it at all though. But yeah, I thought her actress did a great job playing her. And her dad was very good as well. You do feel sorry for him because he does spend like the entire movie just being like stiff and stuff, but like, yeah, and it does really play into Pearl's psyche a lot. There's one or two other characters, but like, really the main character is just Pearl, and a few other side characters like the guy who works at the cinema and her parents and stuff. The plot of this movie is very good too. I love the connections to X. To be honest, you don't really need to watch X in order to understand Pearl, because Pearl is actually a prequel to X, but like, I think this film honestly just does have a much better experience if you've already seen X, because like, there are some callbacks to X, or what really should I say, call forwards to X, and like, yeah, and like if you have seen X, it is really fun, like noticing them, pointing them out and stuff. The actual structure is great too. Really the main plot of this movie is Pearl, and how she just wants to become successful, just get off her farm, and like how it all starts to break apart and stuff. And yeah, it's a great plot. It's executed very well. We have a few other side plots to some other characters, but they're not really that. But really, the main plot is just about Pearl, and yeah, it's done very well. So yeah, overall, Pearl is a great movie. While I do just slightly prefer X, I still thought that Pearl was a great film. It was a great experience watching it. Mia Goth did a brilliant performance, and well, yeah, after both X and Pearl, I am very excited for the next movie in the series, Maxine. That might be coming out next year. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But like, whenever it does come out, though, I'll be very excited to see it. So with that, I am going to give Pearl a 9 out of 10. So with that, I'll see you guys next time, and bye.